What's up, brothers? Hope everybody's doing well out there. In tonight's video, I want to talk about something that I don't think anybody else is really talking about. And, I want to talk about what's really going on in the modern dating market, in the modern dating game. What's really happening here that a lot of people aren't paying attention to. If you want to navigate your way through something, you really have to understand what you're up against, what's actually going on. Otherwise, it's just going to wipe the floor with you. You aren't going to have a chance. And there's a lot of guys out there, and women too, I might add, that are starting to lose hope. They think that the modern dating market just has nothing serious to offer, right? There's just nothing out there. And I'm not somebody that really likes to get too political, and I'm not going to get political. I don't care what your politics are. I don't even care what my own politics are, but we have a very liberal dating market right now. The dating game is highly liberal. And something you'll notice about people on the left side is with people on the left, it's all about the flesh, right? So I don't mean to get too religious on you here, but there's a verse in the Bible that says the spirit is willing but the flesh is weak. And I'm not trying to Bible thump you here, but I'm trying to draw a picture. Now the spirit is willing but the flesh is weak. I had to dissect that a few times when I read it. I had to think about it a few times. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. What does that even mean? And again, I don't want to Bible thump on you, but even from an intellectual perspective, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. What does that actually mean? It means that you have a natural, innate desire to accomplish certain things. There's things in your life that have meaning that you want to accomplish, but temptation will stop you from accomplishing those things. Temptation will make you go after quick, immediate gratification, immediate pleasure, and things like that. So that's what I gather from that verse. Even if you're not religious, it should still apply. But if you are a man of God, it should definitely apply. Everything that the left does is about the flesh. It's always about race, skin color, gender, pleasure. It's always about should this drug be legal or illegal? Should you be allowed to do this with your body? What skin color are you? It's just this surface level stuff. It's always about the flesh. It's always about the flesh. And we live in a very liberal dating market in this day and age. Like, that's undeniable, right? And again, I don't care which end you lean on. That's up to you. That's between you, your family, if you believe in God, whatever. That's your deal, not mine. I don't care. But as somebody that's, navigating your way through this dating market, you have to, and let me preface this by saying, I'm not recommending that you be judgmental, but I'm also not recommending that you be stupid. And if you have to pick between one of the two, I recommend that you be judgmental. Okay? And out here in this dating market, I have seen 3 categories of people. And I don't care what religion you are. I don't care what your political views are. I don't care what color you are. I don't even care what gender you are. It makes absolutely no difference in this context. I've seen 3 categories of people. Category number 1 are just the degenerates, right? And this is a very large group of people nowadays. And the reason why I want to start with this group is because, well, for one, that's typically the only group that the manosphere covers. You know, these are the people that just want to party, they want to get drunk, they just want to get laid, they want to hook up with as many people as possible, they want to smoke weed, you know, they want to watch porn, they want to play video games. Like, this is what they want to do with their life. It's all about satisfying the flesh. It's all about pleasure, unlimited pleasure. This could be the guy that sits there and watches porn and plays video games and eats Cheetos all day. This could be the girl that has an OnlyFans, or the girl that's going to clubs and getting free drinks all the time, shaking her ass with her girlfriends all the time. You know, we all know these types of people. And in this day and age, that is the vast majority of them. Maybe not the majority, but I'd say 40 to 50% of people out there are so liberal that, you know, that is basically what they want to do with their lives. Even if they have like a good job or something, or they are, you know, pursuing some sort of a career or something, you know, they're really trying to improve their lives. They're still, for the most part, doing it for, you know, reasons because they want to use that money and that success to get more pleasure, right? They want to use that status or that money to get laid more often, or to be able to go to clubs more often, and, you know, just live that degenerate lifestyle more often and more efficiently. It's this lifestyle of unlimited pleasure. You know, that's what everybody's looking for. I need to get a thumbnail. There we go. Thumbnail. Let's get to X. Thumbnail. All right. Anyways, that's group number one. That's category number one. The degenerates. Now, as I was saying, you can be judgmental or you can be stupid. And I would recommend in this situation that you be judgmental. When you see somebody from this category and view it from this lens, you just met a girl, or if you're a woman, you just met a man. You're getting to know them. You ask them what they like to do. And, you know, they like to go out and drink. They like to go out and, you know, do these things. That's a major red flag. You know, that means that person is a hoe. That person has very low discipline. You know, the flesh is weak and they just don't have the flesh under control. This is not somebody that is going to be suitable for a long-term relationship. Have you ever tried to date a woman who goes to clubs every weekend, who gets drunk multiple times a week? Let me tell you, it's a headache. It's stressful. These people put themselves in positions to cheat on you, to go crazy when they're all drunk or drugged up and start fights and arguments with you. You know, they put themselves in positions to destroy the relationship on a regular basis. And that is an absolute headache. And I think everybody should have, you know, the proper judgment to realize people like that need to be stayed away from. You know, keep them away. I know this sounds like a Hollywood cliche punchline, but you can't save her. You know, she does not want to be saved. She's perfectly happy with that degenerate life that she's living, and you're probably not going to be able to get her to snap out of it. You can't save everybody. Let her go. She's lost. Let her go. Now, category number two is lazy people. You know, lazy ass people. And you can see this pretty easily just by looking at people. You know, if they're bums that have nothing going on in their lives, if they're overweight, and I'm not telling you to judge people based on the way they look. But if somebody's overweight, unless they have a severe medical condition, it's very likely that they're too lazy to take care of their body. They're too lazy and undisciplined to eat healthy. You know, it's so easy to be in shape, and they don't even have the discipline to take care of their own body. Do you honestly think that person can take care of a relationship or a family? No way. It's not possible. You know, so you really got to look at somebody and say, is this a lazy person? Look at the fruits of their labor. Is there anything there? You know, and there's a large portion of people nowadays that are lazy. And I'm not talking about how much money they make. I'm not talking about what their title of education is. They have a PhD or master's or what. I'm not talking about any of that stuff. You know, you will know if that person is lazy. And a lot of people out there are just freaking lazy. You ever tried to date a lazy woman? It's a fucking headache. You know? It's not like it was 100 years ago, where women are stay-at-home housewives, you know. But, you know, I'm not even going to get into that. You know, you got to have the judgment to stay away from lazy people. I don't need to go off on that subject too much. Now, category number 3 is the hard-working person. I actually want you guys to understand this. Like, I'm not just saying this to, like, you know, make this video last longer, but it is really important that somebody is a hardworking and busy person. If you were a man out there, you have to look at yourself and say, are you somebody that you would want to date? Are you somebody that you would want to spend time with? And if that's the case, if that's not the case, I should say, you have to ask why. And if you were to gather up, what do you think the qualities, what sort of qualities do you think you would need to develop for yourself to be somebody that you would want to be with? And you'd probably say, well, you got to be hardworking. You know, you got to be somebody that accomplishes things and gets shit done. You know, relationships are hard work. You got to be able to put the work in to maintain the relationship. But everything in life is hard work. You know, so you got to be able to work hard. And I'll tell you one thing for damn sure. You know, I've met women that are 9s and 10s. And when I ask them about themselves, they say, like, you know, they love to party, they love to drink. You know, that's the sort of thing that they're into. And that automatically drops them to like a 6 at best. You know, if a girl drinks and parties and goes to clubs, she's a 6 at best in my mind. You know, and I'll meet other women who are, you know, regardless of what they look like, you know, if I ask them about themselves and they say things like, you know, they have their main job, they work a part-time job, they go to school, like they're juggling all of these things, this tells me this person is not degenerate, this person is not lazy, this person is hardworking, and if I get into a relationship with this person, it is more than likely going to work out because this is a person that really works hard to solve their problems. You know, she's not on OnlyFans trying to make money. You know, she's not, you know, wasting her life away at clubs. This is somebody that actually works hard to achieve what they want to achieve. You know, and that is super important, and it's a super attractive trait. And I guess the, you know, the big thing that a lot of people in the manosphere like to talk about is like, you know, they want like this traditional woman back. You know, this traditional housewife that is going to, you know, be conservative, stay at home and cook and clean and all that. Well, the new traditional woman is the hardworking woman. And the reason why I say that is because 100 years ago, being a housewife was really hard work, right? She had to like do the laundry on the washboard, wash the whole family's laundry every day, because they didn't have a bunch of outfits. They had like 1 or 2 outfits. And, you know, she had to cook for the family. They didn't have dishwashers. She was probably out cooking on like a fire, you know, so she had to really put a lot of work in order to be a housewife. It was a tough job. Cleaning, doing yard work, really tough job. In this day and age, we have washing machines, dishwashers, meal preps. You know, it's a pretty easy system to live in. So if a woman wants to bring something in the table in the relationship, she should probably bring income, you know, and some sort of, you know, work ethic. Because that's the traditional woman nowadays is the hardworking woman. She probably has a degree. She's probably career oriented. And I find that very attractive, to be honest with you. But honestly, you know, if you look at the divorce percentages and things like that, women that are career oriented tend to do a lot better than women that are degenerate bums. But yeah, you know, that's something that I don't think a lot of people are talking about in the current dating market. You know, people like to talk politics, but they don't like to talk about what these specific policies and these agendas are really doing to the dating market. And it's turned the dating market into mostly degenerates, a bunch of lazy people. Both of these groups are basically seeking unlimited pleasure. And you know, the people that rise to the top are the hardworking people. So when you're meeting somebody, you need to evaluate that part of them. How reliable of a person is this? You know, is this a hardworking person? People that work hard for things don't cheat you. They're not deceiving. They're not, you know, looking to find easy ways out. You know, they enter relationships and they try to do the right thing. So, you know, you got to have the discernment and the proper judgment to identify, you know, who's right for you. But most guys are just thinking with their dicks and they're going for the club chicks. They find a lazy chick and they think, well, this might be a good opportunity. But you can't save these girls, man. You can't save them. You just got to accept the fact that they are what they are. And I know a lot of people out there are losing hope, but sometimes I think you just have to become the hope. You know, be the hard worker. Attract people that are on your equal level. You know, because there's people out there, no matter who you are, there's somebody that's on your level. We all go through ups and downs in our lives, but there's always going to be somebody out there at some stage in their life that is right there on that equal level with you. You know, so be hardworking, you know, seek out good outcomes and let it happen to you. Let good, hardworking people be on the same level as you. All right, guys. Hope this video was somewhat informative. I'm back to the car, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this one off. But be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. I got to bounce. Peace.
To the window, to the wall, until the sweat drops down my balls, until all you bitches crawl. Oh, skeet, skeet, goddamn.